Hello and welcome back to Quiet with Knut. Today's episode is going to be slightly different from my usual episodes. We're currently in the COVID-19 epidemic of 2020, but the footage that you're about to see was actually recorded before the pandemic was kind of declared. I got together with a few friends of mine and we played a card game called Lord of the Chords. This is a card game about music theory. Which I thought might be interesting because there is a lot of music theory involved in arranging. I've got Therese, I've got my friend Caitlin and Raoul, and we're all just kind of playing the game and reacting to it. I should mention that this video isn't actually supported by the people who made Lord of the Chords. I genuinely was interested in trying out this game, so I got it and made a video of it. So let's step back in time to back when we could still meet our friends in person and have a look at Lord of the Chords. All right, we are ready to get going. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce you to my beautiful friends who are here to help me. First of all, we have Caitlin, who's done a few videos with me before, so you're probably familiar with her. She is also a singer in Archie.
Yes.
And you guys have a show coming up soon. Well, it will probably be done by the time I put this out.
Unfortunately, yeah.
But you've done a video with what? Jacob Collier?
Yes.
That's very...
Sang on Radio 2 with him recently, so that's fun.
It's very impressive. More impressive than you make it out to be. You're like,
this is what I've been waiting for. This is my moment to show them.
All right. Next we have Raoul, who has not been on my videos before. I know Raoul from a long time ago, and then he joined London Contemporary Voices, and that made me really happy. And then I discovered later that Raoul actually did a viral video. He did a very famous video of Zadok the priest, where essentially he dubbed over a bunch of voices, him and a few of his friends, and it's so funny. And I think I watched it like 30 times the first time. I just couldn't get enough of it. It was amazing. Zadok the priest. And finally we have Therese, who, well, you know Therese, don't you?
I don't do much of anything, but I try.
I mean, you're doing a play at the moment.
I am doing a play, another play.
You're writing
a new play. I've written some plays before. Knut has been roped into teching some of my plays and performing in some of my plays. And yeah, basically, we just call on each other when we need a favor. So here I am.
Yeah, here it is. I was just like, you have to do this for me, Therese. So, what are we doing today? We are playing Lord of the Chords. And why are we playing Lord of the Chords? I don't know. I guess it's no secret that I'm really interested in music theory. And this company, very clearly, they were targeting people who were interested in like music theory because I kept getting their ads on Facebook like all the time. And eventually I caved in. Now we're going to try it out and we'll see how it is and we'll see if it's, good for just trying it out of the box. So I'll open up the box here. And it's, first of all, we have to admire the art. Let me just see if I can get this out.
Come on.
Check out this picture. Isn't that amazing?
No.
You've seen it before.
No.
They photoshopped Mozart, Beethoven, Haydn, and Bach playing cards. It's great. And I mean, this is going to be a running theme in this video. It's going to be they've photoshopped various composers doing silly things. You know what? I'll read you the intro because the intro is really funny. The powers of the old maestros have diminished. Without their lord to keep the harmony, the chords have fallen into dissonance. According to prophecy, 4 instruments will compete in a dynamic battle to complete the 3 fated chords. There will be major stealing, instruments will be placed under arrest, and chords will get blocked. Chord blocked. Not even minors will be spared. But eventually... This is kind of setting the tone, isn't it? But eventually, the measure will reach a resolution. One instrument will reign dominant. A new lord of the chords will be crowned, and harmony will rule the lands again.
Right.
It's a game about learning music theory.
How many puns were there?
Yeah, I mean, are there
I counted like 9.
Basically, the aim of the game is to get 3 time signatures. So these are the time signatures. These are all the different signatures we are going to play the basic game.
Cool.
For now. Not because I don't trust you, but because I have a sneaky suspicion that this game is a little bit tricky. There are several different types of cards you can use. Your goal is to make up any chord that's in the key. Now, very helpfully, all the notes are written out here. The first thing we got to do is choose an instrument each. Now, there are loads of different instruments, and again, this theme of funny photoshopped pictures will come back. We have Fanny Mendelssohn playing the harp. That's Fanny Mendelssohn playing the harp. We have, I don't even know who this is. Who's this composer? Essentially, they photoshopped a composer onto doing the DJ decks. You have, there's a few more. You can check them out in your own time.
Right.
First thing we have to do, we have to choose an instrument each. Each of the instruments has a power, which is listed on the back. Now, I haven't played this game before, so I don't know which powers are good. And if 2 players want the same instrument, then the person who plays it the best gets it. So...
Okay. Oh, that plays the instrument the best.
Yeah,
okay,
so
fine.
I might be a contender for the piano, but I'm not going to be the contender for the flute, for sure.
Do we have to test who's better at an instrument?
Yeah, where are
you didn't bring your instruments?
I didn't bring my harp, no.
Okay, I'll go with this one. Guzheng.
What is this?
That is...
A gong.
A gong.
Wait, give it to me.
Oh, no.
Caitlin is the gong.
Can I battle Caitlin for the gong? I reckon I'm quite good at the gong, actually.
I don't think you do know how
Yeah.
good I am. Like, 1, 2, 3, go.
Okay, so Raoul gets the gong, unfortunately.
Oh.
No, I feel terrible. No. No.
Already.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to decide to take.
Yeah, you have Debussy on cello.
Oh, I love Debussy.
Alright.
This looks like Adam Scott, the actor.
Adam Scott's
really,
the actor.
really does. Yeah, so, but who
I mean,
is it
I think
actually?
it's like a medieval composer, but sure, it's Adam Scott on guitar. Alright, so we've all chosen our instruments.
I'll have him.
So they all have a superpower. That will come into play later.
Sure.
Next, I'm going to get a few different cards out. So there's loads of different cards. You have the power cards. That's essentially like the cards that have like an effect. So you can like use them to steal notes from other people. You can mess up their game. You can gain an advantage.
So they're like power-ups.
They're the power-ups, exactly.
Okay.
They go here. And then you have the notes. And the notes are like the bread and butter of the game. Because what you want to combine 3 notes into a chord.
Right.
And there's more to do with this, but essentially you have all the notes represented. Anyway, they go over here.
Okay.
Actually, could you two shuffle these while I get the rest of them? And there's a few I missed.
Well, this is so embarrassing because I'm so bad at shuffling cards. I'm gonna do it down
Exposed!
here. Like, I knew this was gonna sort of expose my
Alright,
weaknesses.
okay, fine. Well, we got that happening. Okay, so in this little bag, we have the accidental tokens, and these can alter notes. So if you have a note like a B, you can put a flat on it to turn it into B flat, or a sharp on it to turn it into...
That's exciting.
Yeah. So that means that if you have a card that's not suitable for any of these here, then you can change it. So it's fine. We all get 1 token each to start.
Thanks.
Boom. These plectra, apart from being good for playing the guitar, you put them next to a finished chord to indicate whether it's major, minor, and stuff like that. And then they can... That's just a helpful visual indicator.
And you just take them when you need
You
them.
just take them, yeah.
And what's the aim of the game again?
The aim of the game is to collect three key signatures.
3, okay.
Yeah. And so the way you get them is you put together these notes. So I'll put them this way.
Yeah.
And you also use these power-ups. This is called the river. These notes are available for you to pick up during your turn. These are the decks. You never draw from the decks unless that's specified on a card.
Mm.
Discard goes on that side.
Okay.
Well, we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
So, the way we start is whoever practiced their instrument last gets to start.
I played guitar this morning.
Okay, well, you're a good contender because I'm not practiced
Very
there.
good contender.
Yeah. Well, let's say Caitlin
Because you
starts.
add a little
You've
sing
got
song, but it
this.
doesn't
You've
count.
got
Right, we have started with the key of B flat major. Now, in your round, the first thing you do is you draw 3 cards from the river. Any cards you want. But it has to be 3, unless you have 10 cards on your hand, in which case you can't draw anymore. Yeah.
So
I
I'll
don't know.
take this, this, and what are these things?
Okay, so these are the power-ups, we can read them. Rest in peace. Skip a total of 3 moves from any combination of players.
What?
So that means that You can decide, Knut, you lose one move. Therese, you lose 2 moves. This one, surprise. Any card that says surprise, you can play when it's even not your turn. Turn off the lights.
Love that.
I like that.
Turn off the lights. You have Beethoven, Bach, and Mozart in the dark with, I think, Richard Strauss. Cancel any ongoing solos and prevent any solos from being played this turn. Solo, I think that's if you use your power here. I haven't confirmed this. I'll look into the rules to make sure, but I think if you use your power here, that's using your solo. Tonic. Play this card as the first note of an active key signature. So that takes place of B flat in this case.
Nice.
But then that will change around. If we then go to A major next time, then that'll be...
So can that only be a B flat, or can it be the tonic of any of those chords?
No, it'll be the tonic of the scale. So the tonic of B flat.
So I'm going to take the middle one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, juicy.
Cool. So then you've drawn...
The surprise card.
You've drawn 3 cards. And then I fill up again, so that's all filled up now. So during your round, you then get to make 3 moves, and it says here what you can do. You can play a note inside, so you've got a little space in front of you. That's your that's your area. That's where you put your chords together.
Right.
So you can put together as many chords as you like. There's no limit, but essentially you want to, of course, get one that's in the key.
Yeah.
So to put notes down, that takes 1 move. If you want to move a note from one chord to another, that takes 1 move. Or you could play an action card, so you drew the surprise card, that would be using an action. Except I think surprise cards don't actually use an action. And yeah, I imagine, so it says you can use your solo at any time, so that means that I can then, so I'll just say what my power is. Penta power. Upon completing a chord, you may play from hand or draw from the river any note from the pentatonic scale for free.
That's
So,
nice.
and then I'll have to know what the pentatonic scale is, but then it says the pentatonic scale is composed of the tonic, supertonic, etc., 1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
Of the key.
So that's my solo.
Walking bass. Upon completing a chord, you may draw 2 accidental tokens.
Ooh.
Sweet.
That's nice.
I want that one.
What's yours? What's yours then?
I've got gong, which is upon completing a chord, name a time value. All notes on the field of that value not within a completed chord must be discarded.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
So you see, each note also has a time value here, and that'll come into play for certain cards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And what's yours?
Well, obviously power chords.
Power chords. Oh yeah, with the guitar.
Yeah. So you may play power chords. Such chords are completing by playing the first, fifth, and then the first. La la la. And power chords are immune to steals and can be resolved regardless of tonality. So that's nice.
I can play 1 note, so let's say I do this.
I should note that all the the notes you play do have to be in the key, but you can use an accidental to make them in key. So NG is B flat, so it's fine.
So I played 1 note. What if I just play this?
Yeah.
And then play this?
Yeah. I don't know if an accidental costs a move, but yeah, you can do that for sure.
It does not.
It does not. Okay.
It does not.
It says it on the card.
So you can just...
So that's just at my own free will?
Well
Yes.
So that
Amazing.
costs absolutely nothing?
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Free?
And then you have 1 move, but then...
But then I only have this.
This is price. I guess you then say pass, won't you? Pass. Okay, then it's my turn.
How
Oh,
exciting.
Now, I don't actually know what this note is, but I'm going to assume it's whatever. Anything.
It's whatever you
I
want
assume
it to
it's
be,
the Joker.
Yeah.
So of course I want the Joker, obviously.
Duh.
And I could get tonic or leading notes. Or I can get 2. Well, I guess I'll get tonic and I'll get A.
Is leading just the leading note of the key?
Yeah, so that's the 7th note.
Cool.
Okay.
I will put down my A. And I will grab the subdominant.
Oh yeah, that costs
And then that's 2 moves.
doesn't
Yeah.
it?
So then it's Therese's turn.
That's nice. I'm gonna take this one.
Mm-hmm.
I will. Because that might be
I guess you
handy,
don't have
and
the
I
best
can use
options, do you?
No, I do not. But I can use my
Little token?
use my little token, and that might work in my favor eventually. What do these do? Chord block. I just love the sound of it. Play only when a chord is completed. Steal the last note played and all its tokens to your hand.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
That's
I'll
quite
take that.
evil. Yeah.
So
And also, this looks like me.
Is that when you finish a chord?
No, when someone else. I can just take the chord.
So
and then
chord is completed.
So
if you put down a C,
I play this and I win. Like, that's great.
You get the C or you get the whole chord?
No, the whole chord.
So she
I think.
she gets the C and she gets all the tokens.
Steal the last note
that chord.
played.
Skip a total of. I mean, I feel like this might come in handy actually eventually. So like, I'll take that for now and see what happens.
And we refill the river.
Yeah.
With Mozart.
Oh my god! What?
I mean, I guess.
I like that.
I have to say.
I just realised.
I have to say the pictures are really funny.
I do have to do 3 things, but I'll do this, and that's not part of it. That's like okay to do. Okay, so 2 moves though is to take.
You can take a card.
I can take a card. That's really neat. Okay, well I'll just take that.
Sweet.
Cool.
I'm gonna take a Mozart. And leading note.
What does Mozart do actually?
Mozart, you can draw 2 more cards.
From the deck or the
From
river?
the deck or the river.
Oh.
But is the deck means that you don't know what you're going to get.
We don't know what we're going to get.
Oh my lord.
Oh.
I like surprises. I'm going to draw 2 cards.
And then, I think that goes face up.
Face up.
Thank you.
Let's have 2 notes. I'm going to play an F sharp. I know what you're thinking.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm going to flatten it.
Hey.
Oh, you did it.
Then I'm going to play the leading note as my A.
Okay, so
Very nice.
you're 1 note away from a chord here. Okay then.
Okay.
Who's gonna get a chord first though?
So,
So you draw 3 cards.
always draw 3.
Now, if I were you, I'd consider the fact that if I took the B, I could sharpen it if I discarded 2 note cards. I'm just telling you this because this is the first round.
I could sharpen it if I discarded 2 note cards, but I don't have any note cards to
Well,
spare.
I mean, how would you get more note cards?
Drawing them?
You get to draw 3 cards. You get to
I
draw,
get to draw
3
3 cards, so
Yeah,
I could draw all
slightly
3
wrong.
of them, and then discard 2 of them, and then make a card.
This is, Raoul's not liking the fact that I'm liking you, but
I think I need that explained to me. Thank you.
looks like someone's getting a joker next time.
No, that wasn't the right thing.
Oh no! But you could use
you
one of your moves to draw 2 more cards and
to
prevent
do- to
Knut
do-
from getting another perfect pitch.
I mean, honestly, you could just discard.
Wait.
You could
hold
use
on.
You could use 2 moves to get that perfect pitch card, and then stick it on your chord and get the key signature.
You could.
There's so many options.
So that's 2 moves down.
2 moves, and then you use 1 move to stick it on your chord, and well, it has to go in the correct place. Boom.
And
That's
surprise!
a C.
Oh.
This one. Which means I get the perfect pitch card, which is delightful for me.
Oh, she didn't!
You
No, I didn't.
totally planned that.
Oh
I'm joking.
Joint
forgot.
strategy.
I forgot. I promise. I
Sure.
forgot.
no! Well, so.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean,
Wait.
you used your moves now, so it's my
Have I
turn.
used all 3 moves? I have.
Yeah,
You
sadly.
Oh no, it was all for nothing.
Well, I'm gonna
Oh,
get to
dear.
D. All right. Well, I'm gonna get dominant.
Are you right?
Saucy.
I'll put down a D, and I'll put down dominant. That's an F. So that's D F A, which means I've formed a chord.
Yeah.
Which means that
Well
unless someone's
done.
surprising me, I get this.
Wait.
Very good.
Does anyone have any surprises? No.
No.
No, Velk. Alright, well done.
Okay, so now what happens now is I then get to choose the next key.
Okay.
So
That's
then I
nice.
need to think. Now for me, it doesn't really matter because I only have like cards that aren't notes. So I can choose any key. I'm gonna be kind and choose a related key, so we're not all wasting our time here. So I'm gonna
so
choose C major.
So you can choose any key when you
Any
want it.
key. Boom.
That's
C
cool.
major is our current key.
Right.
And then what now comes into play is that people can then start to break up my chord by using attack cards and stuff. I can protect my chord from that happening by playing any of these twice. So that is, if I have another D, stick that on there, and then that locks the chord, so no one can steal it. I'm gonna, first of all, I'm gonna protect my chord by putting a perfect pitch on it, so that's an extra D. I'm going to use Rest in Pieces, which is that I skip a total of 4 moves from any combination of players.
Oh my
God.
me.
So
Therese, you lose 2 moves. Raoul, you lose 1 move. Caitlin, you lose 1 move.
Oh.
this one's quite handy to have. This particular key.
Quick.
Yeah. Yeah. take his cards. What's the time signature one? What's this one?
What are you doing?
Is,
Huh? We're not stealing your cards.
we're absolutely not doing that.
We're
We
not
would
doing.
never do that. I like this surprise. This is a
Cancel any ongoing
solos.
We have to remember to use our solos.
Oh.
Yeah, none of
Very
us have
good.
used solos yet.
I could probably have used mine when I finished that, but I just forgot.
Yeah.
This is the problem.
Yeah.
I'll have one of these as well. Cool. Skip a total of 3 moves from any combination of players. So Knut, skip your 3 moves.
There we go. That's what I get for antagonising her.
That's what you. Yeah.
I mean-
Wow, this game's emotional.
So what, can I just get out of curiosity, can I ask, what happens to the cards the notes that are already on the table?
Oh, so I forgot about this.
You can use them, surely.
I forgot about this when I did the key change, sorry. When the key changes, you have to resolve the notes that you have down already. So in your cases, to be able to keep these on the table, you'd have to discard the tokens.
Yeah,
Or you
that's fine.
discard tokens.
So you discard the tokens.
So you can't just move them and keep them.
Oh,
You
and
have
then
to
we
discard them.
like they disappear.
In this case, yeah, if you want to keep that ear, which I don't see
Yeah.
why I wouldn't,
Uh-huh.
then you have to get rid of
Okay,
that
so I
token.
did. Okay.
I forgot about it.
Thank you.
But yeah, anytime you switch key, all
Yeah.
notes that aren't already locked into a chord have to be resolved.
Okay, fine.
I'm going to discard 2 notes for a token.
Wee.
Right?
Sorry, I'm going
Put it over there.
Is that how you do it?
to put it.
Yeah.
Is that how it goes?
Yep.
Yeah. So I take a token,
Okay.
and that's 1 move.
Okay.
And then for my second move, I'll put a D flat and turn it into a D, which gives me a diminished chord, which is automatically protected.
What?
Whoop, that means you get this. You get.
Augmented, diminished, and power cards are also steel immune. So that can't be. Nobody can touch
No one
that.
can mess with that.
You cannot be touched.
Can I use my solo as well? Upon completing a chord, name a time value. All notes of that field of that time value that are not within a completed chord must be discarded. So I'm gonna pick.
Well, I mean, mine's fine because it's protected. so-
I'm going to play surprise card.
Oh!
I don't know why I'm doing that,
Well,
but I'm
that's-
just
no,
doing it.
that's good,
Well, you're doing it
to
to
stop you from getting.
It stopped. Yeah, I might have.
from-
Knocked some of your cards off.
Oh, tokens cost a dotted quarter note or a dotted crotchet.
What?
So it's not.
So what you discarded was. I mean, it was because you discarded.
Oh, so I did more than
So you
enough.
did
did
more than enough.
Okay.
But
So you can have one back,
So.
Or
You
do
can
it-
take this card back if you
Yeah.
Oh,
want.
great.
right?
Okay. There we go. Good thing. There's a lot of stuff to keep in mind here.
Oh
clearly.
yeah.
Okay.
We're now
And
in
we're
G,
in-
and we're now in G flat
What
major.
Oh my Christ.
Are we in
Well,
G flat
G flat-
major? Did you
Are
choose
we
this?
actually? Did you choose that?
Oh no, I did. Oh,
you
did
gonna-
I?
or did you?
Or did I?
You.
I mean, if you- What key does
Wait.
Caitlin not have listed?
So wait. No, just hold up. No, I know what they are. Let's stop. Not play fool here. So G flat.
Okay, so what is the key? G major. Okay, you're safe. You're safe.
Yeah.
Fine.
Thank you.
What's my
Just
turn?
pointing that out.
It's your turn. You have 2 moves because I took away one of yours.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of someone who has 0 moves next turn.
What?
Yeah.
Where did I put that violin?
Right. Now I have 2 moves to play.
2 moves.
Right, so I'm going to put down to make an E minor chord. I'm going to go in D flat major.
D
Nice.
flat major, which means
Right.
Therese.
I'm
So
screwed.
before I play my last move, I want to play my solo card. My solo card. Upon completing a chord, you may draw 2 accidental tokens.
Whoa.
I'm gonna cancel that.
Damn.
You can't do that.
And you know what? what? I remembered you had it, so I thought, let's get out the way.
Yeah.
So you don't do it.
I'm sorry.
anytime.
Like I just have to. I have to regain some element of control because this is discarded now.
Oh no.
So let's still be friends.
But I still have one move left, don't I?
Yeah. No.
So I'm gonna skip a total of 2 moves from any combination of players. Raoul. Skip 2 moves. Thank you.
Say what?
Turn down an action played against you. And do I have to describe this now?
Oh, sorry. Can I keep the card that I just used?
I mean, I didn't mean that.
Yeah. And we've just.
I guess I gotta pay more attention then.
I just draw. So I draw
Yeah,
chord block.
Yeah.
And I
I
draw
can give Knut another.
A sharp.
Cool. Nice.
And I'm done because I
Yeah.
have. Hang on. Did I just draw? I drew 2 cards. Sorry.
Yeah, draw another.
I need to draw another.
Yeah, just
Time signature. Why
take
not?
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Look at the top 5 cards of any deck and draw 1 card.
Ah.
That's quite nice. I'm gonna take that. And then I'd like to take the A.
Famous number
just-
of D flat major.
And then I am going to put a C and an E flat. And this is a G flat. And that's a diminished. So it's protected. So that's protected.
That is some hardcore music theory right
And
there.
that's how you do
Damn.
it.
Oh my gosh.
Cool.
But I'm going to chord block you so you don't get to do that.
Oh,
It's
you're
still
just taking my
immunity.
perfect pitch, whatever.
Wait.
Fine. Sometimes you climb to the top of the mountain and then you fall really hard.
Okay, so that will
So-
be one of
Really?
these.
Fucking.
This is a 7th minor steel, so
Or,
I
can you show the camera
I
the
can,
face on that actually?
Oh yeah,
Like
actually,
that.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's got a nice
it's a
vibe.
beautiful picture of Vivaldi in a mask.
Whoa! So what does that make? Sorry.
D flat
Explain.
major.
Makes a D flat major.
I don't have any
chord.
surprise cards to stop him. He
The
chose
weak
E
person.
flat.
Huh? Yeah.
Oh, you're so kind.
I'm so kind. Yeah.
I'm going to do the surprise bitch card.
Oh yeah.
We love those cards, don't
We
we?
love those cards. Live for
Yeah.
them. What is this? Draw the top card of any actions discard pile. I'm alright. Add a major 7th to any major chord to steal it. Or steal any major 7th chord in play.
I'm excited with this funky.
Oh, looks like there's one unprotected major chord right here.
Oh my
I
god.
wonder. So I'm going to put this one down. I'm going to put this one down.
Ooh.
What am I doing? Yes. Draw a card from any discard pile.
The thing is that
I'm going to take the turn down for what card?
I don't know if you have to announce it, but okay, thank you. I might have to get this dominant 7 steel. What do I need? Dominant 7 steel, okay. And this one's great. Steal a successful steal. So someone
Yeah,
steals
yeah, yeah.
something and you just steal.
You steal it back. Yeah, yeah.
It's very nice.
That's
That'd
a
be good.
really easy card to use, isn't it? Like, you don't have to have anything.
Okay, so I will definitely do my dominant 7 steel. I will play an A sharp with a sharp on it
Yeah.
to steal.
Wait, where'd you get the token from?
Well, I had a
He
token.
had
I'm going
it.
to use
Oh,
my
it was
token.
over there.
Used it,
Oh, I
yeah,
thought
he's
you
just saving
picked it up.
He just took one.
I then get.
Yeah,
Just took a token.
I just took it while no one was looking,
That's very
which
nice.
means that I then have.
I'm really happy for you.
Oh.
Okay, I'll separate out this, but I'll have to discard the token to make it still fit the key.
Right.
That's now separate, and then I'll add my perfect pitch card to make this an octave, so it's still immune.
I just wanted a particular option. And now you're not like given to me. But obviously I'll take the option that I can have. Maybe this one is useful.
What is it?
It's the sort of this stealing the 7 minus 7 steal. I'm gonna have that one. I'll do what I can. I'll do that.
Whoop!
So that's nice.
Wait.
And I think that is just unless someone is gonna surprise me,
I can't surprise you. I'm
No,
sorry.
can't
then
surprise you.
fine.
You get
That's I get E flat major, which is incidentally one of my favorite keys, which is nice. So that's cool.
Okay.
Let's have E major.
Alright, fine.
Let's have
Fine.
E major. It's also a very nice key as
It's
well.
decided.
All the keys are nice. But whatever.
I don't mind.
I know you don't mind.
Well, I do mind because I have to discard my note, but
So I'll
that's fine.
discard this one.
But you can have that.
Yeah,
Isn't
Yeah,
you
it's-
can.
It's a key.
You can have both yours.
C sharp.
Oh.
Yeah.
yeah.
So that was kind of the point.
Yeah. Get me to throw and you not to.
I'm taking this.
For the remainder of your moves.
Yes. And then that's a D.
Is it? Okay. You know what's going. Maybe. I don't know. I've got to have a think.
Oh,
I'm just drawing.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I'm
just,
I'm just picking up cards. Is that all right? Is that okay, Caitlin?
Yes, I guess it's fine.
My first move is a -7 steal.
That was revolutionary.
Do I have to discard this D then?
No.
No.
Because you cancel the action before you.
Before I even.
Oh, you're playing E in the key of E major, are you?
Very good. I'll take this just in case. So I'm going to put this one down.
Ooh.
Oh, which means she's got
Which
one.
means I've got the key now.
Sweet.
Yoo-hoo. I like D major, to be honest.
Yeah, it's nice.
I'm gonna stick with D major.
It's nice.
Yeah, why not?
I'm gonna play my solo, which is not a move.
That's
but
really nice. What
when
does
I
it do?
complete a chord, I can take 2 accidental tokens.
No,
I'm gonna do that.
nice. That's
Sweet.
great.
I'm going to make that
That's nice.
immune.
Yeah.
So,
So it's gonna turn to a G sharp.
I'm going to take all of these. Boom, boom, boom. Because I've got... Okay, I'm going to use time signature. Let's just say I only have 2 4, so I'm not going to get very far. Well, I mean, that's about all I'm going to get.
They are.
I got an A. Look at me.
Good for you.
Creative.
Okay, I've got this, guys. I've got this. Okay, so I'm going to buy a token with the one I just drew.
Yes.
Boom. I'm going to put down a G. I'm going to put down a C sharp.
Uh-huh.
What's
Sorry,
happening?
I'm just thinking very hard because
was
there
me
are
last
there
round.
are a few
Yeah.
there are
I
a few
mean,
options that might
The options
help
always
me.
change every turn, so it's
That's
like,
the
Yeah.
thing. So you have to think in the context of like where you are.
And I
at
thought
the
I
moment.
thought I'd be able to get down a chord, and then I was like, actually, I don't
Yeah,
have enough moves.
Damn it! It's like
Where is that?
that doesn't maybe this one for sure.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. And I'll take this one too.
Oh,
Yeah, and I'll take this one. So this one I can swap for a token,
Yes, you can.
yes.
and that's one move.
Yep.
So this is the thing. This is the third note of any active key signature. So
Yeah.
it should be an F sharp.
Very good. Yes.
Thank
One more
you
time.
You get
very
golden
much.
star.
Yeah. Cheers. Yeah. Then I will play the A,
Very good.
and that's that for the moment. Yeah.
Okay, so I've picked up one card,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to pick up this one and this one. G
Your moves.
for one move. Gonna get 2 accidentals, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So you.
I've put down one token, one
It-
card.
well, okay,
The
so
E
you
was
have- you
already
have
there.
one- you
I've
have
got
one
one move left, which is the D flat into C sharp to make a diminished chord, which is protected. What? We are going to go to G flat major.
Woohoo! Take this
Yeah.
lovely one here. I
Yeah.
love this card so much. I'll take this one
Okay.
just in case.
Oh, then.
Okay. I'm going to discard these 2,
Mm-hmm.
which gives me 2 accidentals.
Okay.
Correct?
That's
Yes.
very nice.
That's my first move.
Yes.
Correct. There you go.
Thank you very much. I'm then going to add this card. So I'm going to, how do I say this? Activate this card, which says add
Sure.
a major 7th to any major chord to steal it.
That's nice.
I'm going to add this on top with these 2 flats,
Yeah.
which makes it a major 7th, which means that is now mine.
That's charming, but also
Stop it!
give me the good stuff.
And also, I will steal yours
Stop
still.
it! Stop
Fine,
it.
whatever.
Okay.
Have it.
Which means unless
What
someone
about this one though?
Oh!
Okay.
What happens
So
now?
Caitlin gets it.
Hang on. So
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
so,
you do.
Yeah, because you cancel the action against you.
Cancel
Yeah.
the steal, so
Yeah.
you can't even steal a
No.
single.
I can't even use this.
You can't even.
I think that means Caitlin wins! So that means that Caitlin is now...
Lord of the Chords.
is crowned Lord of the Chords, and Harmony will rule the
I
landscape.
am Lord of the Chords. Thank you very much.
And there we go. That's how it went. My first time playing Lord of the Chords with my friends. Now, unfortunately, because one of the cameras stopped recording, I wasn't able to actually capture the discussion we had afterwards. We did talk about the game at length, and we found that it would probably be a really good game for teaching, but and I cut away most of this footage. There are a lot of rules, so you have to make sure that you know the game beforehand. What's good is it's quite modular, so you can take out certain cards that you don't want to use, you can change stuff up and kind of adapt the game to fit the skill level of whoever is playing. Mine even came with, and I didn't bring these with me over here, but it essentially came with like those old-fashioned booster packs, which you will buy if you're a card collector. It came with a bunch of those that included stuff like extended chords, more focus on like composers, styles, that sort of thing. I didn't try those out, but I think it goes to show that they mean for this game to be quite modular. There's also like loads of extra rules in the instructions that you can use. So I think our consensus was that it was fun. We did have a really good time while playing it. And that it would be probably a useful tool so long as you know it and you adapt it to whoever's playing. Anyway, that's all for today's episode, and I shall see you again for a normal episode in a few weeks. Subscribe.